Today in our 2015 Subaru Impreza Hatchback, we'll be installing the Curt Trailer Hitch Receiver. That's class 1 inch and a quarter. It's part number C11286. Here's what a hitch looks like once it's been installed. As you can see, it sits up nicely underneath our bumper here. There's not much sticking out at all, so you don't have to worry about running into it when you're loading your hatch of your vehicle. It has a nice high gloss black powder coat finish that'll provide us many years of corrosion-free and rust-free service. We have these nice, easy to use safety chain loops here that are welded onto this plate at the bottom of our inch and a quarter receiver. Now this class 1 hitch has a 200-pound max gross tongue weight rating and a 2,000-pound max gross trailer weight rating. So you just want to keep that in mind for when you're pulling your trailer or having a load like on a bike rack or a cargo carrier. You want to refer to your owner's manual of your Subaru Impreza to find out what the vehicle is capable of towing, and you don't want to exceed the limits of the vehicle. Now when you're using the hitch for a non-towing application, such as using it for a bike rack or a cargo carrier, Curt recommends that you use a stabilization strap to help support the load. Those are available separately on our website. You can see here on the side we have our standard 1/2 inch diameter hitch pin hole, which you can use to secure your bike rack or your cargo carrier or any other hitch mounted accessory you may have. The 1/2 inch diameter hitch pin is included with this hitch, so you don't have to worry about purchasing another one. It comes with it. This hitch is a real simple installation. You don't have to trim the rear fascia of the vehicle at all for the hitch to fit into place. You don't have to lower the exhaust at all. You just enlarge one hole on either side of the frame rail a little bit to fish wire the hardware into place, and then it bolts right up. It's a real simple installation. Now for a few measurements to better assist you in choosing any hitch mounted accessories you may need, such as a bike rack or cargo carrier. You're looking at about 4 inches from the center of the 1/2 inch diameter hitch pin hole to the rearmost point on the back bumper. And you're also looking at about 10 inches from the ground to the top of the inch and a quarter receiver opening. All right, here's what our hitch comes with. Obviously we have our hitch itself. We have 2 different size spacer plates here, which will go inside the frame that our carriage bolts will drop down into. Then the hitch will be secured with some hex flange nuts here. You notice there's 2 different sizes. We also have some spacer blocks here that'll go between the frame and the hitch to help level it out. We have an included pin and clip to secure our ball mount or other hitch mounted accessories we may need. And then we have 2 fish wires here to guide our hardware into the frame. All right, the first thing we need to do is remove our forward plug here and our rear plug here on our frame rail on the passenger side. Let's pop them out with a screwdriver, just like so. We can make sure we leave the center plug in now. We'll repeat the process on the driver's side. Okay, good. Now this forward hole here on either side, we need to enlarge it slightly. We'll just use a rotary tool with a grinding bit. All right, now that our bolt slides through there nice and easily, we'll do the same on the other side. So now we'll take our small pull wire that our 7/16 bolt will fit over. We'll go through the back hole here until it comes out our larger front hole that we just enlarged. Just like so. We'll take our 7/16 spacer plate, thread it onto the wire, and push it through the hole in the frame. Then we'll thread on our carriage bolt, and we'll push it on through and pull it on back down. We'll remove our pull wire without destroying it because we have to reuse it. Okay, good. We'll do the same on the other side. Take our pull wire off. Now we'll take our larger diameter pull wire and our 1/2 inch carriage bolt. We'll thread it on, drop our spacer plate on down like so, and we'll do what's called a reverse pull wire technique. We'll stick our carriage bolt into the frame, and our spacer plate and pull the bolt on down. And we'll do the same on the other side. Now a little tech tip here to make life easier. These spacer plates go between our frame and our hitch. Put a piece of tape on them, and we'll tape them in place right here around our larger diameter 1/2-inch bolts that go towards the front of the vehicle, just like so. I'll do the same on the other side. Okay. Now with the help of an assistant, we'll raise our hitch up into position and install the appropriate hardware. We'll do the same on the other side. Now we'll take an 11/16 socket. You may need a swivel adapter to get in here to tighten the rear bolts. We can take off our swivel in 11/16 now and switch to a 3/4 and tighten the front bolts. And we'll torque our front bolts to the amount specified in the instructions. It is different than the rear bolts, so keep that in mind. Okay, we'll switch to our swivel adapter again with our 11/16, and we'll tighten down the rear bolts. And that completes our installation of the Curt Trailer Hitch Receiver, class 1 1/4, on our 2015 Subaru Impreza, part number C1128.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.